Hello, fringers, spacers, and the Rebel Alliance. I just wanted to insert this short message here at the top in response to the calling of the 2020 US presidential election. Thankfully, Trump and his administration will be gone this January, and we have historic voter turnout and grassroots organizations all over the country to thank for it. I don't think I have to tell listeners of this show that this is great news and a renewed opportunity to keep pushing for progressive reform. This is the first of many victories that must be won, and the work is far from over. The next step is determining Democratic control of the US Senate, so policy can get passed and not obstructed by current Republican Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who has delayed and denied numerous legislation to the detriment of American citizens, including COVID relief efforts. Without this Democratic control of the Senate, it's likely the next 2 years and possibly the entire presidential term will have difficulty passing any effective policy regarding law enforcement, climate change, and healthcare. What can be done? Well, I've got Georgia on my mind. As you may or may not know, a runoff election for the Senate will take place in Georgia on January 5th, 2021. That's coming up. Two Democratic candidates, Raphael Warnock and Jon Ossoff, will be up against Republican rivals in an election that would determine control of the U.S. Senate. Here are ways you can help. Firstly, by donating to the Warnock and Ossoff campaigns if you are able. Donation links can be found in the show notes. Please review their policy and help to ensure their victory. You can also donate to Georgian grassroots organizations like Fair Fight, founded by Stacey Abrams, a politician and community leader who helped flip Georgia in this presidential election. Fair Fight combats voter suppression and advocates election reform in a state that has made voting disproportionately difficult for Black and young voters. A donation link can be found in the show notes. You can also volunteer and donate your time, phone banking, texting, or advocating for both the Warnock and Ossoff campaigns, even if you don't live in the state. Help Fair Fight continue to educate voters and keep the streak of the highest voter turnout in history going. This is the next crucial fight in creating a better nation for us, our loved ones, our children, and our neighbors. Let's take the momentum of this recent victory and let it energize our hard work for the next. Thank you very much, and please enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to Respect the Crit. I'm your host and game master, Ian Duncan, and I am joined by some great people and some great players. And the first of those is Jamie Lee-Bonés.
Hello, I am Jamie, and I play Elo, the modified medical droid.
And the other is, you know him by his name, Alex Herrera.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I play or played Beegax, the Dog Slicer.
Oh, that's right, because our last episode, we left it on a cliffhanger. Was Beegax killed? Who knows? Who knows?
They're gonna know.
They are gonna know.
We are all gonna know.
Mm-hmm. We are about to find out.
And I think we just go off from there. Yeah. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Episode 27, Walled City Wrangle. Outer Rim fringers Elo and Beegax have once again traveled to the walled city of Cjallysce'i in hopes of finding the son of Elo's former Bothan master. Trying to keep their movements untracked, they journeyed through underground volcanic tunnels to reach their destination in secret. But after finding their mark within a discreet safe house, the fringers were ambushed by an unknown IG assassin unit, and Beegax was shot by blaster bolt. Who is hunting our hapless heroes? Will they make it out of the walled city alive once more? Will Elo be forced to choose between their duty or their alliance? Life hangs in the balance in this socorran shootout.
The hot socorran sun burns crimson, looking like a fiery wound torn open in the hazy sky. The bright sun fades into a single glowing red sensor of an IG assassin droid unit, its black metal silhouette looming, indifferent and calculating as it lines up a shot through a heavy blaster rifle. Its slender mechanical finger hovers over the trigger. Through its scanned line interface, Beegax points up at the droid's location as people around him run and dive for cover. The droid's finger pulls the blaster trigger, and a beam of red, hot as the socorran sun, fires from the barrel. Where does it hit Beegax?
So I envision it just hitting him square in the chest. And he just gets knocked back a little, like a lot. That's a direct hit with, you said 13 damage? So Soak will take 4, which will leave 9. And I'll have 3 out of 12 wounds.
Yeah, and your new armor soaks that up. So yeah, there's like a nice like blast char on it now, but it saved your life.
Yes, because that would have been -1 for sure.
And then you're still looking at this thing. You see the IG assassin droid, boom, like hunker down. So we're at the top here, and everyone begins to hear something. And coming around from the sides from behind you, like from where you came from, of the north, are a bunch of little droids in like a swarm. They kind of look like the Viper droids, but they are smaller. The Viper droids have sort of like big heads with long spindly arms that hang down. So these ones have like smaller flat heads, sort of like the pit droids. If you remember, they have like one single monocular sensor and then like flat sort of round head, and then they have little spindles that hang down, and they're much smaller than the Viper droids. But they start to come around and come out towards you, and they are going to start to swarm Elo and Verse. Nope, miss with 2 advantage. That's it. So these little droids are coming around, and they begin to like swarm around you, Elo and Verse, and you can see their little like prongs are like zzz, zzz. They've got little like shocky bits, and they're trying to like nail you. You're able to like get out of the way before any of this happens, and we are to a PC slot.
And I think Jamie said it in the chat. I saw that, and I think we can put 2 and 2 together that this is fucking Jizzle, whatever what was his name,
Jinzel.
You can roll me a check on these droids if you'd like to, if you want to know something about them.
Sure. What am I rolling?
I think it's a perception check, and we'll call it an easy check.
2 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. These don't look like Jadod's droids. They don't look like any of the droids that you've seen in like around him. But you know that these droids are drones. They're like remote droids. So they can't be operated without someone kind of like piloting them, basically. And whoever that is, they can't be super far away. Like, they have to be nearby somewhere to be able to pilot these drones.
Alright, well, Beegax is gonna, after getting shot square in the chest, is gonna notice, like, I gotta close the gap. I gotta close the distance. And he's going to burn 2 maneuvers. I have to get, how many stress do I lose?
Yeah, it would be 2 strain.
2 strain, sorry. Okay, well, yeah, I'll burn 2 strain and put us at an even 3 for both my things. And the droid is medium range from us, right?
Yeah, medium range and up.
Yeah, I'll burn 2 strain. Beegax is gonna be like, crap. And he's gonna like begrudgingly and against his survival instincts run towards the guy shooting him, to the building.
Oh, okay. So you're going, we'll call it engaged, but you're not really
Yeah.
engaged because their floor is up, but we'll say that you have like full cover from this. This droid can't hit you from where you're at.
Yeah. If I can, I'd like to be inside the building he is on top of.
Yeah, I think, I'd say that you can do
Okay.
that. Sure. Yeah. What is in here? I'll let you do it, but you have to tell me what the building is and what's inside.
Inside the building, and I'm going to take this from one of my favorite films of 1992, the Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone vehicle known as Assassins. This building was, or at one point, it is or was at one point a very nice hotel, but has now been repurposed. Just the bottom floor is repurposed, but the subsequent floors above are abandoned, which is why it was really easy for the IG unit to get to the top. So it's like, it was a nice hotel, now it's kind of turned into like maybe like a small bazaar, right? An indoor bazaar. It's currently not too busy, and to the right is the stairwell that leads to the next floor and the subsequent floors above.
Gotcha. Yeah. So there's like an old socorran like at the desk as you like run in, like smoking from blaster fire, and he's like, can I help you?
He looks down at himself. I doubt it. And then he's just gonna, if not canonically, but just story-wise, not mechanically, he's gonna look to head for the stairs. But
Gotcha. Very cool. Wow. All unexpected moves from Beegax. Okay, so now it is an NPC slot. Verse, she pulls out her disruptor pistol and takes aim at some of these droids. 1 success, 1 advantage. So she takes out her pistol, fires it at 2 of these droids. They go spinning off into the dirt. There's still 3 droids around you, and she's like, Beegax just ran into the building.
Ella's going to look around and maybe catch the tail end of Beegax running into this building and seeing that this assassin droid has taken cover, and just tell Verse, I don't want to leave her with these 5 droids. That's 5v1, you know? Oh gosh. I've never been in the position of being the healer and having the party split, and I feel the weight of both lives on me right now. Alright, I'm gonna go with my instincts. Elo's going to yell over to Verse. Can you handle things down here? I think Beegax was hit.
I got it, Doc.
Great. And Elo's going to run after Beegax.
Oh, okay. You're going like straight into the building too.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That is gonna be 2 maneuvers. You've got to go from where you are to close the distance of medium range is what you'll need to do.
Okay, I will do that and follow suit.
You got to take 2 strain if you want to do 2 maneuvers but don't want to forfeit your action.
Okay, then I'm going to take the 2 maneuvers and just follow. I won't take the extra strain then because I'm just gonna keep following.
Got it. You run into this rundown hotel, and this old Socorran is like, "Can I help you?"
And Ella's going to say, "Short, smelly Doug," and like make a where.
Where he go? This way? I don't know.
I don't know. I was just thinking about that.
He like points, and you like see a door like basically just starting to close, over in that direction.
Perfect. Ella will head on that way.
We charge hourly, and we're gonna cut away from that. Now it's gonna be Gur. I'll do that role in the background because they've got some of these droids to deal with. Something happens that you don't see, and then it is to a PC slot.
I pull out my disruptor pistol as I reach the next floor. And this is where they're like, there's nothing up here. It's just like they keep maybe boxes or extra things that they need for downstairs, but no one really hangs out up here. And if I can, I would like to burn a light side point. I will burn the one that cannot be reused by the dark side. If I can choose. I don't know if that's a possibility.
Yeah, absolutely you can. Boom.
I burn
So
it. Wheels of the Force. I'd like to say, story-wise, this is Beegax, like, getting to the next floor, like, breathing heavy as he looks down at his wound and sees there is some flesh scarring underneath the armor, because it did, a lot of damage went through. And he's gonna close his eyes, control his breathing, and just say, I should have listened to what that guy was talking about when he was talking about the Force. And just, like, trying to, like, think to himself, if you're out there, Force, help your boy out, please. And as I burn that light side point, he moves into one of these rooms up here and sees that there is a piece of floorboard missing, a large chunk. And from what he can see is from like the upper arm up of the IG droid positioned behind the sconce or whatever it is at the top of the building. So he has a vantage point.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. You flip the light side point and that manifests. You've got like a sneaky draw on this assassin unit. In order to take advantage of that, I'm gonna need you to do a check for me.
Okay.
And I guess we'll call that a no, you know what? No, light side points are super important. And I'm gonna have to honor that. So what you see is the droid, and it is pointing. It's got its gun, its heavy blaster rifle, and it doesn't seem to see you. It is pointing at like the entrance to the room, and you're below it, looking up.
Oh, yeah, he was waiting for me. He saw me run. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at him and just be like, whisper to myself, "Howdy."
I like the Force. Okay, that is a ranged light. So I think what this is probably short range in terms of range band to be able to take a shot. So that is going to be 1 red die, and I think that's 2 black die, because it's like a tiny aperture, but like if you can make that, you can get the shot.
This is why we needed a face. Insert Force music here. Oh, doesn't count. It fell off. Oh.
Oh no.
2 success, 1 advantage, and I'll show you the remnants of what I was left with.
Oh no.
I got really
I don't see any despair. That's a blank on that red.
Everything was bad. I got 2 blanks and 1 threat, but the threat canceled out only 1 of my 2 advantages. So yeah, 1 advantage, 2 success.
Nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, what's that damage? Just 1 success, right?
2 success.
Oh, 2 successes. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Damage 10.
10 plus your 2 successes, so that's 12. You're able to like get off this shot, and I need you to tell me what it looks like when you blow this droid up through the hole.
Yes! He says, howdy. Beegax fires through the opening. I'd say it catches the IG unit right where like the neck, the cylindrical neck connects to the body. And it hits like some sort of hinge or like a hydraulic line or something that's exposed. And it begins to just like spark and leak some sort of fuel. So it's not the pistol that killed it, it's the fuel igniting as it's like sparking and freaking out, and it's trying to realign, and his head's just going like 360, trying to like reconnect and trying to figure out what's happening. And then, if I can, the audience sees through the perspective of the droid, like all the systems failure, and it falls down, and just because I can, it sees the opening, and it sees Beegax with the pistol, and I'm like struggling to breathe because I'm still hurt from the shot, and I spin the pistol and put it in my holster. And I lean against the wall like, ain't nothing to it.
And then it's like end transmission.
Yeah.
So now there is a fire, like this fuel has like ignited and there's sparks, and now there's a fire in this building that is starting small now, but it's like burning inside here and sort of like billowing black inky smoke. And outside you can still hear like blaster fire going off, and it is to the next PC slot.
Well, I think Elo would run up to the scene of Beegax standing there, feeling very proud of himself, just sort of staring into the flames of this droid fire. And Elo is going to look down at Beegax. I guess you didn't need my help.
No, I definitely need your help. As he like opens the catch vest, and you see his skin's bruised. He has got some blood because like the skin's been like, you know how like when you get those cuts from hitting something too hard, or like I don't know, you guys have played wall ball before, and you hit the wall too hard and you bust blood vessels in your hand. He's got a bunch of that, but like all over his upper torso from where the vest was. So I'll just look at it. Can't seem to stop getting hit.
Elo's gonna take a knee and sort of get to work, and we'll do a heal check with one of the stim packs. So I'll roll that first.
Do you need... Well, you don't have to roll anything. If you're using a stim pack, you just...
Oh, okay.
You just do it.
I'll do that. That's 5. But do I still get the +3 for my surgeon?
No.
Or is that just for medicine checks?
That's just for your medical roll, yeah.
Okay, well, Elo's going to take that knee and will administer the stim pack to Beegax to hopefully gain him a few of those points back, and is just going to say, do you think you can keep yourself in one piece until we at least get off this wretched planet?
No promises, Doc. And he looks down at the stim pack. I'm tired of the way these things feel.
And so as you're like patching up Beegax, you're sort of gloating about this victory as the floor above you begins to burn and singe.
Oh God.
And then coming from these, so you're on the second floor. What was on the second floor? What did we establish on the second? Is it still part of the hotel?
It was like basically storage. It was like abandoned rooms, or like abandoned hallways and rooms that used to have doorways, but they're gone now. So just like these openings, these large rectangular openings.
Okay.
That were like hotel rooms, right? And now they've just been repurposed for storage, for like stuff that they don't need downstairs in those storefronts. Like every stall has an assigned section of up here as like storage, you know?
Yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, so like suddenly one of the doors opens, or like coming through one of these portals are a whole mess of these seeker droids that are coming in now. They seem to have like found their way into the building and are now like moving in towards you and begin to swarm around you. There are again like 5 of them, and this seems like a different group of them. This seems like a different pile of them. You can still hear like shooting going on outside and from where you came from, so you assume that they're taking care of stuff down there, but now these droids are up on you. So
before I get hit, how much health did I get back from a stim pack?
5.
That's good to know.
Heals 5 wounds.
Oh, thank God. I'm at 8. We good.
Okay. Oh, that was a good roll for me. 3 success and 1 advantage. I think, Elo, since you're sort of like standing up over Beegax, like you're creating a kind of barrier, or at least like you're creating the easier target to get to. So I think these droids are going to like take their little prongs and start to zap you. And that is going to be, this is all ion damage as well, which strains droids specifically. So that's going to be 8 damage. All strain damage. And you can, this still uses your soak. You can still subtract your soak from
but
this,
it counts as strain, not wounds.
Yes, counts as strain, not wounds. So again, we're hearing gunfire outside. You can't see it because you're in the building, and Then it is to a PC slot.
I mean, we can run away from these guys, right? Is it possible to run away? Or are they surrounding us to the point where we can't leave?
Yeah, if you want to move away, you can move away.
We're on the second floor. We could jump out the window and probably be fine. I'm just saying.
I remember someone doing that once before. No, we're right. We're like, I envision us still within the stairway. Like, we're right at the top of the like where the stairs hit the floor, like the flight, right?
Yeah, okay. If we can get around them and out down the stairs, then yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move my maximum movement without doing the double maneuver away from them.
Okay.
And if they're still within range, I'd like to take a shot at the ones I can see from the bottom of the steps looking up. Unless if I can't, then I won't.
You absolutely can. So we'll say that you, like, Beegax rolls out of the way towards the exit and still, like, I imagine still with, like, a stim pack sticking in his chest. And you roll into short range from them. So you can take a shot. Short range will be 1 purple die. But because all of these droids are like swarming around LO, well, there's a chance that you could hit them. The way that that is expressed mechanically is it just upgrades the difficulty anytime that like you're doing a range thing at someone who's engaged with someone. It's just like it's more difficult because you're really trying not to hit your friend is basically how that is represented. So it's going to be 1 red die.
Oh.
Could he hit me though? If it's like a despair, could he?
If it's a despair, it could actually be damage on you,
no.
but only despair. If it's just a miss, mechanically, it wouldn't actually hit you. It's more like he's trying hard not to hit you.
You got it, Alex. You can do this.
It could be a despair.
And it says my light. This is my range light, huh? Okay. Really want the force with this one, please. Force. 2 advantage, 1 success.
Nice.
I saw the triumph or the despair when it was rolling for that split second pop up.
Just the flash of the icon.
Mm-hmm.
But not today, Satan.
No, Satan.
So that's 1 success. So 10 damage from your
2
disruptive
advantage
pistol.
also.
And 2 advantage. Now, what do you want to do with that?
I want to turn on my crit, right?
Crit 2?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. So you activated a crit. Now it's not technically a crit, so we can't super respect it, but we're gonna laud it for what it is, which is activating your weapon crit. So yeah, you absolutely hit, and one of these droids just explodes into vapor as you shoot this thing. So these droids are going to keep up the attack on Elo. So I got 1 success, 1 threat, and 1 triumph.
Oh.
Oh no.
How can these mindless little assholes get triumphs? I hate these guys.
It's always the little ones that fuck you up the most, you know?
So that's gonna be 6 damage. It is all stun damage.
Okay.
And does any of that make it through your soak?
My soak is 4.
Okay, so 2 stun damage do. Okay, so then that is going to be a critical hit on Elo. So Jamie, I'm gonna need you to roll me percentage dice to see what critical injury you get.
Oh god, I got a 63.
You are disoriented until the end of the encounter. You got slightly dazed is the critical injury that it says. So all disoriented is you add a black die to every roll that you make.
Okay.
That's like the least bad thing that could have happened to you.
Right, it could have been worse.
Yeah, it's pretty like, I mean, these critical injuries are pretty easy when you first get them. It's when they start stacking, they become super nasty.
Yeah, like what's about to happen to us if we don't get the hell out of here?
Okay, so yeah, you see these droids come in and they're like surrounding Elo. Beegax is like taking shots, like trying to fire, manages to knock one, but they're these little prods. They're like, and they're like, I imagine like Elo is maybe like arcing as the like electricity is causing them to be rigid and like overriding their mechanisms of movement, much like a organic being almost. And then we are to a PC slot.
How big are these droids?
They're about half of a person size when they're all extended with their little leggies.
Okay.
And their heads are maybe circumference like maybe like a big dinner plate.
Yeah.
They're kind of small. They're like jellyfish. They look like, I guess they're big jellyfish.
Big jellyfish. Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah.
I just don't think, because I'm at close range with them. They're like up in my grill.
Yeah, you're engaged.
I don't see a scenario where I can like shoot at these guys. So I think Elo is gonna try to brawl them and is gonna try to grab one and do the puny god Hulk smash with it and just try to like fling it into the ground if they can. But my brawl is not very good. I'm not Beegax, okay? So we'll see.
Cool. So yeah, you're gonna take a hit at them. You have some. Oh, that you've got some pressure point thing or something. I don't know what that is. I just remember you have some thing about that.
I don't think I got it officially. I'm saving up for it.
Oh,
I
okay.
have 15 XP left over from when we last leveled up because I didn't have enough for pressure point yet.
Gotcha. Okay. Then yeah, go ahead. The difficulty for melee is always 2 purple, so
okay.
Go ahead.
But
and
I'm adding
that.
a black die because of my injury.
Yeah, you're adding black die because you're disoriented.
Okay. Wash.
Just a wash.
It's a wash.
You're like swinging around. Boom, boom.
Elo is still recovering from this electrical current going through her entire system, and you can see that her light bulb eyes are like kind of fritzing and flashing to try to recover her systems, and she's just like disorientedly whooshing their arms around, trying to grab a hold of one of these droids with no success. It's like flies.
Yeah, they're hard. They're hard to hit. They're like moving out of the way. They're flying around you, floating around you.
Moving and grooving.
Now you begin to hear from a level below, Verse calling up. First you hear, "Can I help you?" And she's like, "I don't got time for that." Beegax, hello, where are you?
I'm here.
So Verse is on her way. Then we are to a PC slot. This is top of the round, so anyone can go.
Oh, you want to go first, Jamie?
I mean, I'm just gonna try to do the same thing, and it'll probably have the same result. So.
I think Beegax will go up, and I will try and pull them down. I'll pull Elo down. Like, come on, stop messing around.
Okay, so you're gonna try and like grab them away and like move them away. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say we kind of had something similar happen with this already, with Elo pulling Verse into cover. So yeah, it'll be 2 maneuvers, and you can go from short range into medium range.
Okay, that's what I'll do. And pull them like, we gotta go.
Are you taking that as your action, or are you taking any strain?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it as my action. I can't take any. I mean, I could take strain to do it, but I'm not going to do that because that would be the last time I could do it.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. It is an NPC turn. Verse is going to run up. She sees Beegax pulling Elo, or like helping Elo down the stairs, and these droids sort of like making their way towards everyone. And now the like fire has sort of like burned through the floor and is like burning like some beams, and wood is like, or Duracrate or whatever material it is in Star Wars, it begins to like burn and ash and being like spilled down to the lower floor, so we see this sort of like cool cinematic like fire sort of following and backlighting these droids and Beegax and Elo as they make their way down the stairs. First got a triumph as well, so boom, that's another one just gone. The droid, she just like takes a hold with her pistol. You see her like rush by you as you keep going down the stairs, and she's just like covering your retreat, as it were. Then it is to a PC slot.
Elo is just going to continue to leave the building because these things are freaking annoying. So let's just leave.
Gotcha. Okay. What does that look like?
I'm gonna use both of my maneuvers to rapidly run out of the building. I don't know if we're in chase with them. If they are in chase of us, I suppose I'd use one of my maneuvers and then I would try to fire back.
They are in medium range from you right now, and I believe, because I'm looking at versus disruptor pistol, the range for the pistols are short, so you wouldn't be able to take a shot at them if you're moving away from them.
Okay, then Elo's just gonna continue in pursuit to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so you're like back. You're going out of the thing. Okay, excellent, awesome. I would say you're able to make it out of there, and cinematically, Beegax is with you. Mechanically, he's not. But I assume the two of you are like, you're like helping each other out. You see Gur, who's like by the truck with the truck that's had the crates loaded in and the R4 unit, and he's like, this is not the one I was thinking of, but this'll do. And there's like a bunch of kids screaming and like running around.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Get in. Where's your friend?
Verse isn't running after us. Elo is going to jump into the back of the truck, hold their arm out for Beegax, and say, she'll be here soon.
Okay, so we're waiting for her. Okay. I just had to have you here. I just needed to hear you say it. Gur, on his turn, he's just like getting this vehicle going. He pulls out his blaster and he's just like aiming at the door, waiting for whatever comes out. And you can see the top of this building now is like really catching on fire at the moment as you pile into this truck. And then we are at the top of the round again. It is a PC slot.
I'm going to go into the building. Well, I'm still in the building technically, right?
Technically, but...
Yeah. I'll say I'm waiting by the entrance. And I'm like, Verse, come on! And I'm going to use my action to go deeper in to grab her. The same way I did with Elo and pull Verse.
Okay, got you. Cool. So yeah, you see like when you like go in to grab her, you see the droids are now like all like swarming around her. There's only 2 of these droids, but it's making it like she's trying to get a beat on them with her pistol, but it's difficult because they're like all up in her grill, and you grab and pull and you're like, come on, let's go. And she's like, right. And you guys begin to go. Then it is an NPC. And these droids are going to continue pursuit. So that's going to be 2. There's 2 of them. They're going to fly up, try and shock Beegax. That is just an advantage. So nothing really amiss. They're trying to shock you from behind as you are moving out, and then it is to a PC slot.
Elo is going to pull out their disruptor pistol and be ready to fire. Same along with Gur. I'm not really sure what to do with them still not in the truck and the enemy not within range.
I think what it is Beegax, Verse, and the droids are coming out of the building. Like you can see them coming out of the building and they're at medium range from you. So yeah, you can't get a shot just yet, but you can see them heading towards the truck.
Okay, and Elo will yell out, hurry up, we need to get out of here now.
I'm trying my best.
Gotta get that cardio in, Beegax.
Okay, so those are PCs. It's NPC turn. It's gonna be Gert. He's gonna take a shot at medium range with his light blaster. Nope, just a whole bunch of failures.
Oh my god, Gur.
So he's like shooting to try and hit the droids. They are coming up again. Yeah. A bunch of failures. They're still chasing Beegax and Verse, and then it is to a PC slot.
Beegax pulls Verse and gets onto the truck, if I can.
I would think, yes, you are able
Okay.
to. Yeah.
So he just like, come on! And he like pulls her up.
With his like feet, he like does the same thing where he like grabs onto the back of the truck and then like feet grabs her, like pulling
Yeah.
her. And she's like, ah!
Pulls her and puts her into Elo's grip range so that she can grab onto Elo, and then he just like slaps the truck. Let's go!
Gur cranks the truck and like turns it on and does a quick U-turn and continues heading south out towards the gates of the city of Cjallysce'i. These two droids, they continue to pursue you, but they're falling behind, and you notice after a while they're sort of like losing distance, and then they're just not able to go any further. They're just sort of hovering there as you drive away. Verse sort of like pats the dirt off of her from Beegax's feet grabs, and she's like, "Oh, you walk on the ground with those things."
I do a lot more of them actually, but
Oh, I don't want to know.
And then he just like leans against the railing of the back of the truck, looks to the front. Is the astromech droid still there, or is he removed?
Yeah, totally.
He's still there?
Yeah.
So he'll just look at him and say, "Yeah, you got a name?"
It beeps and boops at you. Yeah, what? So it's an R4.
Yeah.
You're gonna put me on the spot here now. Let's call it R4TT.
Rat. He looks at it. Oh, okay, Rat. Yeah, good name. Welcome to the club, I guess.
It does the equivalent of what a droid would do, shrugging, basically, and then like turns back around and keeps piloting this vehicle as Gur steers, and he's like, "Well, I guess we're headed to your ship then, huh?"
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty much what happens all the time. And he looks at Elo and goes like, "Right."
It's true. We can't have an uneventful day.
And here I thought we were trying to keep a low profile.
This is pretty low profile, to be honest.
And I think that's our game.
Oh, good.
Oh, so good.
Good one.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Respect the Crit, Empire's Edge. If you like what you heard, please consider supporting us by giving us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It's a simple thing that will really help us grow the show, and we love to read your feedback. For more information about the show, visit @RespectTheCrit on Twitter and Instagram. Beegax is played by Alex Herrera, who you can find on Twitter @AEHerrera or on his Twitch channel, WadeWolf10. Elo is played by Jamie Lee-Bonés, who you can find on Instagram @jamielee.bones. I'm Ian Duncan, your GM and MC, and you can find me @idunks on Twitter and Instagram. The original music featured in the show is provided with permissions by a variety of artists and are linked in the show notes. Please support them by visiting their platforms to check out more of their work and tell them how much you like the show. The Star Wars role-playing system and books are published by Fantasy Flight Games. And remember, whatever the system, whether it's a miss or a hit, you always gotta respect the crit. Thank you very much, and may the Force be with you.
I don't have percentage dice on this
Oh,
dice
okay.
roller thing.
I can. Do you have
Google has it. There's a lot of ads on this page. Sorry.
You need to update that ad blocker.
I don't have one.
Oh no! How do you safely surf pornography?
Incognito mode, bro.
I am both horrified and proud that we are talking about this openly. And that Jamie participates.
We all know what's up. I don't even live with anyone and I use incognito mode just in case I like in case I like slip and fall or something. Like,
Oh, then they gotta come go
God.
through your shit.
yeah. It's gonna be Brant. I already told him.
I hope you have like some sort of message tape that goes out to me like, Alex, something terrible has happened to me. Please
Delete
come
my
to my
internet
house.
history.
Spare key is here. Wipe
Clear
my
the-
browser history. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of drawers that you're gonna want to clean out, and you're just gonna
Or keep. It's up to you completely.
yeah, presents. I won't be using them.
I pass these on to you, my friend.